It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we'll get a look at the Penguin, Jalen Waddle. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Dolphins and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. He opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they had plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jarrett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Dolphins at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, you got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Jarrett, a short one here, caught by McBride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jarrett finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Back to the ground, Achane. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Right back to Achane on second down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jarrett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw. Jarrett. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Touchdown, Dolphins! George Pickens with a lucky number 13. points now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it certainly has taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the sideline and incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure
taking it right down Broadway. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 174, just 1 shy of Emmitt Smith in second place. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jarrett. Incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle,
34 yards.
and the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game. Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Jarrett. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Here's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jarrett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw again.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 26-yard line.
A give, running right, Achane.
There he goes, right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Achane diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And New York set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Herbert on third down now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And this is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
First down, Jets.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Herbert off of play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Herbert has it knocked free, and this is picked up by the Dolphins, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The offense on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jarrett.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running left, Achane.
20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15.
144 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jarrett, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead.
In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Gates has it over the middle.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Now 2nd and 3.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Under pressure, they got him again. It's a lot loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead here's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Running right, here's Achane.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This is caught inside the 15. And it'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a big play there for Miami. 65 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw. Jarrett. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Back to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Patterson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The New York set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson.
And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing to start the drive. Jarrett.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jarrett.
That to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11.
We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Josh Allen, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on first down.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Jarrett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
George Pickens
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New York.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On first down, it's Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Herbert now. Caught by Gates, left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Here's a toss left for Achane.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Jarrett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Achane on the counter.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw on second down, Jarrett.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jarrett. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Jarrett.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami.
Now 2nd and 9.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Herbert throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Okay, ready?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
There he goes left side.
How about this? He's to the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 176, moving him past Emmitt Smith and into second place all time.
And the Dolphins add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Patterson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Ray. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Achane.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 1st and 10, Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ray.
Herbert's pass complete to number 9.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Gates has it over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jets.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Right side catch. This is Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First down.
Herbert on first down now.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Gates with a grab.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Herbert caught on a slant. Touchdown, Jets. From 10 yards out. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Miami, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's Week 11 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. He comes in fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs coming up next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup.
Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
An award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to...
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught by Cobb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 24-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's out quickly to Chase.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular, not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you check.
I love that peripheral vision of